Hi, this is Dr. Valerie Mukanga with Healing Wings Dental, which is the place where we help our patients maintain or regain their oral health and smile so they can soar in life. So, what do I want to talk to you about today? I want to talk about how to select a good toothbrush. Many people ask me, what is a good toothbrush? And many people, come to the office and say, I like to use a hard bristle toothbrush because I really feel like it's really getting everything out, and I kind of, want to deter from the soft ones. I think it's not going to get everything out. Well, that is definitely not the way to go. The way to go by selecting a toothbrush is selecting a toothbrush that has soft bristles. And why? Why is that? Because you may feel like, using a toothbrush that has soft bristles, you're not going to get all the gunk out all the food, all the debris off of your teeth, and it's not going to do a very good job because it's too soft. So you need to go, more like on the hard bristles. Go with hard bristles toothbrush. Well, that's not the right answer. So again, the right answer is using a toothbrush that has soft bristles. And the reason why you want to refrain from using a toothbrush that have hard or even medium coarse bristles is because they are too harsh and they're going to be too abrasive for your teeth. So your enamel, even though it is the strongest part of your body, is the strongest surface in your entire body. That being said, your enamel surface is harder even than your bone. Now that you know that your bone is so strong, enamel is what is the strongest part of your body. So enamel, when you use a hard toothbrush, it can start, getting removed slowly. And you end up having, teeth that are abraded, or, you start having erosions around also your teeth. So that's why some people, when they kind of like touch their teeth, they'll see that there's some, areas, some voided area, or they think that it might be the gum that receded, but it's actually the enamel that has been eroded. So a hard bristle toothbrush can cause abrasion or erosions of your teeth. So you want to refrain from using those. And it's the same case for even toothbrushes that have medium bristles. But that being said, besides, causing damage on your enamel surfaces, your hard bristles or even medium bristles toothbrush can also start, causing recessions of your gums. So they're also, causing damages or damaging your gum tissue, which is the pink or sometimes even brownish, depending on your ethnicity, part of your teeth that are surrounding your teeth. So you want to refrain from using those. Soft bristle toothbrush will do just a good job at removing the debris on your teeth and also prevent you from damaging your gingival tissue. So soft bristle toothbrush is the key. Now, beyond selecting just a soft bristle toothbrush, understanding that when you select a toothbrush, you want to select a toothbrush that have the right size for you. So for example, if you have to brush your children's teeth, you want to make sure that you're going to use a toothbrush that have a small enough head that can fit, inside your mouth, brushing all the surfaces of their mouth. And even with adults, you want to make sure also, some people have small mouths, some people have larger mouths. So you want to make sure that you use a toothbrush on which the head of the toothbrush is well sized. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you are able to reach the surfaces of your teeth, even the surfaces of your molars. And some people, still have their wisdom teeth. So you want to make sure that you are able to brush your wisdom teeth well also. Use a toothbrush that has soft bristles, but also you want to use a toothbrush that also have adequately sized toothbrush head for your mouth. Besides that, you can also look into how, the handle. There are some handle, depending on your comfortability level, some handles that, you can hold on to and have a good grasp on. So that being said, some people, suppose that you're a special need, maybe you want to use a toothbrush that is wider so that you're not making too much effort into holding on to your toothbrush and actually adequately brushing, and that even for your children. So now, another question that comes up is, should I select a manual toothbrush or should I go into selecting an electric toothbrush? And for that honestly, people may find that an electric toothbrush is going to be more effective because you don't have to work as hard. But some people might feel more comfortable using a manual toothbrush. It is not so much manual versus electric, even though electric is going to be doing the job for you. But the key important thing to know or to understand is to make sure that you're positioning the toothbrush head and the bristles on the surfaces where they need to go. So many people brush their teeth and they're only brushing the enamel part of the teeth. And so they're not reaching area between your gum and your teeth. And that's where food actually gets lodged. And that's how, if you're not brushing properly, you can develop gingivitis, which is infection of your gum tissue, or even eventually periodontitis, which is infection of the bone surfaces that support your teeth. So you want to make sure that you're aiming the bristle. Whether you use a manual toothbrush or whether you use an electric toothbrush, you have to position those adequately. So talking about the electric toothbrushes, they have many, many advantages because they come in various size. They have many different handles. When you select an electric toothbrush, you ideally want to probably choose one where you can actually change the heads of the toothbrush, because then you're not going to have to all the time get another electric toothbrush. So you want to select one where you can change the heads of the toothbrush. That way you can save more money in the long run. And another thing that you want to also do is to make sure that some toothbrushes come with a timer, and that's very, very good because especially when it comes to children, that when you brush your teeth, you have to brush your teeth for a certain time length. So we advocate for you brushing your teeth for about 2 minutes. So a lot of electric toothbrushes have a timer where, you would know that once you've started brushing your teeth, your time is up and the toothbrush is going to stop beeping. So that's very good. But if you don't have that, and even if you use an electric toothbrush, if you're not very good on time, you can also buy a small timer and you're going to time yourself for 2 minutes, or maybe even use, a timer on your watch. And, you can select 2 minutes. And once your time is up, it's going to beep for you. So you know that you have, brush your teeth for the adequate length of time. So now, having talked about that, a manual toothbrush or electric toothbrush, they both do a good job. But for some people, it might be easier to actually use an electric toothbrush, especially if you lack manual dexterity, where you're not really, going through the right motion, because you have to ideally go maybe like in circle, but most importantly, you want to position your toothbrush correctly at a 45 degrees angle where you're able to remove the debris that goes between your gum and your teeth adequately. That being said, you can choose both. It's up to you really, and it's up to how comfortable or which toothbrush you prefer, whether it's a manual or an electric toothbrush. So besides that, understand that no matter what type of toothbrush you use, you want to make sure that you replace your toothbrush often. And what does that mean? We recommend changing your toothbrush or your toothbrush head every 3 months. However, some people might be brushing their teeth harder than others, so you want to mostly look at your bristles. And if you see that your bristles are frayed or they're bent, it's a good time for you. It's a good way of you knowing that it's time for you to change your toothbrush or the head of your toothbrush if you have an electric toothbrush, because once the bristles are frayed, they're no longer actively brushing your teeth. So that's what I have for you today. I have given you a few tips about how to select a good toothbrush. So if you have further questions, don't hesitate to comment or to ask us questions, and we will do our best to answer the question adequately. If you have found this information to be useful for you, please don't hesitate to share it. Sharing is caring. Share it with your friends and family so that they can also benefit from this information that you have just gained. And if you don't have a doctor, a dentist that you want to go to, and if you're in our area, you can come to us. We will welcome you with open arms. We are Healing Wings Dental. We are located at 4101 West Green Oaks Boulevard, suite number 317 in Arlington, Texas, and our zip code is 76016. You can also give us a call to get an appointment at 972-213-0202, or on our website, you can request an appointment at www.healingwingsdental.com. And please don't forget to like us on Facebook, or you can also subscribe on YouTube or on our Instagram. You can go ahead and become one of our followers. That way, you can get more information. And we're also located on LinkedIn. So have a very, very blessed day, rest of the day, and don't forget to make it positive, because it is you who decide how your day is going to go. Whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day has a lot to do with how you're going to position yourself and think about yourself and about the situation, and just seeing the best in everything. So have a good day. Bye.